Welcome to the More Farming Sim SWU channel. We did a stream yesterday on the Farming Sim SWU channel of December on the hard economy playthrough that we're in right now. We bought a wood chipper and we bought the land next to our field, and we have a tentative plan of clearing all those trees. Yeah, I'm crazy. But right now we have 27,000 liters of wood chips that we're taking in. We're gonna drop those off and sell them. And I'm hoping that's going to be enough, because right now we're going to see the dollar amount drop, but we're going to want to try to get it back up to about 112. That's the way I kind of want to operate right now. I want to see what our payments are right now with all the financing, because we did finance. I think we bought this trailer outright. We can see that like hovering over here. Yeah, we do own that, but if we hover over here, we can see we have 21 months of payments left on the tractor. So we got a lot of debt right now. Not making a ton of progress, but we are starting to get a good amount of equipment. So once this ticks over, we'll see where our money is. And I'm hoping, like I said, to get back above 112 before we finish in January here. And hopefully there's some good contracts, because I want to do something other than chopping trees down. All right, just a second here. We'll see it tick over. Yeah, all the costs were down to 91, so we're at 112. So that's roughly 29,000. Oh my goodness, Chris. 21,000. But wood chips are at a pretty premium price right now. I don't want to lose that, so we'll slow down time a little bit. And we're almost to the selling station. And then let's take a look at contracts while we're driving. Plowing, rock removal, nothing great. We might, we'll see how much money this gives us. Might do another load and then make it February. It might be what we do. Use the wood chip process to keep paying for our loans while the contracts are low. Slowly chip away at that field and be able to turn it into our farmyard eventually. Go ahead and get the time moving a little bit. We'll make sure we stop it, but let's get this sold first. We'll do the front trailer. Should be, I think it's about 5,000 we're getting from this trailer. Yeah, $4,340 for that one. And let's see what's going on here. All right, it's tipping. Come on, big dollars, big dollars. 10,000 there. So we need to do one more load, because we got about 15 grand right there. So if we do another one, that puts us at 30 for the month. And then I think we will probably make it February. We just make sure we're covering our expenses and get back to where there's more opportunity to make money off the contracts and get our field to grow. So you can kind of see the dent we've already made in this area. It's not a ton. And it was a lot of loads that we did last night on the stream. So what I think I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna sell the farm tech here and get another one of these. What is it, a Brantner? Yeah, another Brantner, and that'll double up, you know, $20,000 per trip. But if we look at the cost of those, the one we went with was 26,000, so we would have to do a couple loads. I think I'm gonna hold off on that. Yeah, we're gonna hold off on that. So let's get this thing back up and operating. And with this mod, it's kind of nice. I can hover over here. You can see how much volume this has. It has 12,000 liters. And then we're gonna cut this down. And this thing's gonna take me a while. It's gonna take a little bit to process. But here we can see this is gonna bring in $19,000. So this alone right here is probably gonna fill all this up. Yeah, and we'll have a little bit left over. Not bad. And then I also noticed you can see it says shape that says bad. So we keep chopping these down. So we'll chop this down. I'll just do a little demo here of this big, huge trunk. So selling it by itself says $94, which seems strange. But once we finish cutting this, that'll update. So it's saying that this is $940 right here. But if we put it into wood chips or turn it into wood chips, it becomes almost 3 grand. So now it still says the shape. It says the shape's perfect. Let's see. I don't believe you. Yeah, I don't believe you. So what I've been doing is cutting this down. Cutting it in fourths, really. So we'll come here, try to find a sweet spot that turns green. Should be good right there. Now this one, it might feed through. Nope, it's got to get cut again too. So then we come here, do another cross cut. Figure out where it'll let us. There we go. Now if we just had pine trees, this would be super fast, but we don't have very many pine trees. Got all these box elders over here. Makes the job a little harder. So you got to chop it down to tiny little spots until we get to the branches, and then it starts moving a lot faster. So there you go. You see cutting it in fourths. seems to do the job. So we're gonna get busy here, and hopefully by around noon, we'll be done. Look at this mess I left last night. I got a little carried away. We put a podcast on, listened to it, and here we are. 4th load of the day. Well, 5th load if you count the first one we did. So let's see where this is going to put us, and we should be good to get through. Like, we got plenty of money in the bank now to cover us for a good amount of months. So we'll find out here in a little bit if the contracts are going to be better in February, but I have a feeling we're just going to skip through and probably get some March now that we have $165,000 in the account. Yeah, down to 143 now that the night is ticked over. Yeah, I had a feeling going to be a little slim in February. We're going to go ahead and just jump all the way to March here. I think, yeah, we're going to borrow these and slow down time once we get to daylight. And I am going to do that cultivation contract, get a little bit more cash coming in. Really want to start getting to where we can buy a few more fields and start the expansion, really. And looking at that, it might make sense to start building that plan. So if we look at farmland here, 8's definitely what we're going to go after next. And that's only 88,000, and then 7 will be 161,000. And I'm thinking about these here as well that are kind of cheap, which might be what we do in March and plant something like buy 3 of those maybe and plant something there. Yeah. But I do want to get that farmyard going eventually, and maybe a greenhouse or 2. Thinking through things. We'll figure it out. I'll think through that while we do the cultivating as well. But it's crazy. Those elder trees, they go a long ways. Like, I mean, we showed that it's basically 1 tree per load. But I did clean up a lot of the stuff we had left over here. So we're starting to make a dent, and I do want to see about putting a little bit of gravel down, and then I am going to use lumberjack to get rid of the stumps. Okay, so if we come in here and let's put down concrete, asphalt. We always go with gravel. It seems to be my go-to. So I want to grab about right here, hold left shift, and sneak on over. Pretty good. Do that as well. I just don't want to go into these existing fields. But I wanted to get a decent view on what we have uncovered here. And that does help. So yeah, at some point, probably off camera, I'll get rid of all these stumps and everything that's left out here. But this is a good start. So we'll get everything moved over by the end of the episode. And you can see plenty of these big boys left to get through. I think it's a good start. And I apparently had the sales location at home, so we're gonna have to drive all the way across the map to get to field 43. But we'll be taking a peek at contracts here momentarily to see if any more pop up that we could do in tandem, like that one. Let's go ahead and reset this, and we will borrow these items as well. And I think I'm gonna try to just send this guy over there so I can get started on the other one. Let's go to, I think I can do it from, nope. Create job. So we'll click on the tractor if we can let us. Create job. Go to, because I'm going to do this one myself. Go to 43. About right there. And they should be able to get there. They should be able to get there. Let's get this John Deere all configured. Get its front weight on there. 7R, very familiar with this tractor. And we'll just hand this one off to a worker, and that will be even more money here in February, which is nice. And these shouldn't take too long, but I think these will be the only 2 we do in February, because I do want to get back to the time of year where we can start planting some things, getting some crops in the ground. And this one was 46, which is directly in front of us. Beauty. So yeah, we'll get about right here. And go ahead and hand it over. And they saved us a little bit of time, so we'll grab this and take over. Yep, that's me in there. All right, driving through the neighbor's house here, or yard. And we're gonna get started. This is a big boy, wow. Good size implement here. Let's go ahead and get it lowered, get this field cultivated, get our, was it 14 grand for this one? And I imagine we'll beat the other one and have to finish it up. We'll see if we can even use speed override here just to help us out a little bit. Yeah, super excited about this series. I want to see where it goes. I am kind of debating just trying to keep going for a long time on this and see how much of the map we can buy. Get a bunch of productions going, just really try to dominate this hard economy over the next, you know, I don't know, 3 to 6 months. But yeah, let's bust this out. I saw a comment that I should listen to The Dead South. I gave it a try. I can't do it. I can't do it. Why don't eggs tell jokes? Because they might crack up. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? He was outstanding in his field. But yeah, thanks for the suggestion on music. I love it. I like checking out new bands. I can't do that one. I don't know why. Just not my thing. Yeah, I've been thinking about it. I would start over, or if I started this over, I don't think I would use financing at all. I think it's really slowing down our progress. I think I would just do these contracts if I have something I want to buy and target it that way. Because having to worry about the money every month and try to progress at the same time it's a mistake. I made the same mistake with new lands, and we did it again. It's all right, though. Big fields, lots of contracts throughout the year. We'll recover. It's only going to be, the first 24 months of this playthrough-ish while we're struggling a little bit with that. And I think we'll start progressing here pretty quick. I think we have it in our favor. The price of these fields, other farmland, doesn't seem too outrageous. Like, one of the big ones here is still 600,000 almost. This one's 400. But, like, we could slowly chip away at this and have just a huge, like, cornfield right here, a skinny, long cornfield or something. Be interesting. Actually, be pretty surprised if we don't have to do a little bit of the headlands, since we just did the ups and downs right now and, tried to get as much of the headlands as possible while doing it. Or the end rows, I guess I would say, since I'm doing the headland right here. But 97% already. We're cooking. We're getting there. Are we going to get the 3%? If not, we'll just make a left turn, go up the headland there, and get it done. But I think it's going to be enough. It's going to be close. Yeah, it was enough. Perfect. All right, so let's get rid of this one. Collect our 12 grand here. And then we'll go over here and we'll snag this. Back it up a little bit. And bust this out real quick. What a weird field configuration there. But we'll get it done. We're at 36% already, so they started doing the bulk of it for us. Yeah, let's bust this out. I took about a week off of this channel and this playthrough because we got some exciting things started on the main channel, which is super awesome, with Cattle Ranch starting and our Monteith playthrough, which I think is going to be really fun, taking over, an entire map. But I'm back on here, having a little bit of fun, finishing up this contract, and been a little crazy of a organized, or lack thereof organized episode, and it's, doing what we want to do, right? Hard economy, figuring all that out. It's a nice break from the monotony of the other series, but right now with starting the fresh new ones on the main channel, this one's gotten kind of on the back burner, and I do want to keep playing it out and see how it turns out, but I'm going to make some changes. I think we're going to do a little less contracts moving forward, and I'm going to bring in some productions that are really going to help us on the hard difficulty, I think. And I think, yeah, again, just want to do this for fun, and if it's not fun, we're going to switch maps. That's the plan, but let's get this contract done, see where money's sitting. It's early in February, but I think we're going to wrap up with our money where it is, and we'll get a fresh episode for number 6 going pretty quick here. I think the goal right now is going to be to do these videos weekly. Let's go ahead and hop in here and complete this contract. This one's only 9,000, so not as good as some of the other ones, or 10,000 really. But we're going to get to be able to harvest our field soon, and probably add a little production over here to help clear out the land. That's the plan next time around. But yeah, I think contracts are going to be needed, but I think I want to do it in a more, they're in the background like they were in the first few episodes, and not me just doing them when we have nothing to do. Probably should skip to where we have stuff to do on our own farm, and we'll play it that way moving forward. Thanks for hanging out.